Welcome back everyone to another cast of the Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. I am your caster Phaeron, and today's match will be a 2 versus 2 on the map Plains of Rohan. Actually, I have never seen this map played in Battle for Middle-earth, so it'll be interesting to see how this map works out. So spawning in the north as Angmar will be Zofis. His ally over to the east will be spawning as Mordor. It is going to be Kurohige. That's going to be interesting to try and say many times this game. Their enemies across the way will be MFC spawning in as Men of the West, and his ally over to the east will be spawning in as Isengard. It is going to be Endorfin. I hope he has a lot of endorphins rushing around in his head right now. So it looks like Zofis is going to be going for the standard Angmar build of the 2 mills and then the Hall of Warrior going up. Looks like Mordor is going to be going for that standard build, possibly maybe, I'm not sure which the technical build order is up by the official build orders, but he's going for the 2 slaughterhouses and then the orc pit. Their opponents across the way, MFC is going to be going for the standard Men of the West build with 2 farms and then the barracks and a farm as well right next to it, or rather a farm and then the barracks, so the farm has better production of resources. Gondor Sword is coming out for MFC there, and it looks like actually Endorfin is going to be going for the clan setting and is going to be trying to rush out the wildmen there. That furnace looked like it went up a little bit earlier than you would expect with the clan setting start, so he could have had waited a little bit longer to put on his clan setting there actually. A Thrallmaster now out for Zofis there. Some orcs now out for Kurohige. MFC with his own Gondor Sword is now racing across the way, and some wildmen now out for Endorfin. That Thrallmaster are going to summon in some Gundabad warriors there. Looks like there's going to be engagement over here as MFC is going to try and take down this slaughterhouse here. The orc warriors of Kurohige are going to try and stop this, but I do think they're going to be able to do that. More orc warriors now spewing out of the orc pits there. More orc warriors in production. Another battalion of Gondor soldiers there. It looks like an engagement here actually over on the western side. Gundabad warriors versus Wildmen of Dunlin. It looks like the Wildmen are going to lose, possibly because they turned and ran for a second there and took some flanking damage. More Wildmen are going to arrive to help clean up that. Another Thrallmaster summoning in Rudar Axe Throwers. Level 2 for that Gondor soldier battalion. Chain of Land now going down, I believe, for Kurohige. Those Gondor soldiers are right there being flanked entirely by that whole battalion there, and they're going to die and not do a whole lot of damage to that orc pit. However, this battalion is going to do enough damage to the slaughterhouse and possibly be able to take it out. They are taking direct fire from the fort, but they may still be able to take it out as they are in shield wall formation and they are not in a hold ground stance as well. Now over here on the eastern front, some Rudar Axe Throwers and Rudar Hillmen, or Rudar Spearmen, are going to go head-to-head with some Wildmen here. It looks like the Wildmen were actually able to take out, maybe I'm mistaken, it looks like they were able to take out the Thrallmaster there for a second, but maybe not. The Wildmen now working down this mill over here. So it looks like the northern team is doing very good harass. However, there is a orc battalion in MFC's base here. The MFC now with a large portion, it looks like the remnants of 2 battalions and another 2 complete battalions of orc warriors versus just 2 Gondor soldier battalions. They will probably be able to fend this off, but at great cost to them. Especially if they engage the war glares. There are actually lots of creeps and capturable structures on this map. There are 2 war glares guarding 2 signifiers, 2 war glares in between each player, preventing safe passage between them unless you micromanage it, and then 2 inns in the north and the south with cave trolls blocking their way there. Looks like some Gondor soldiers in a shield wall formation by MFC, going to kind of take a lot of damage as they were not moving very fast, and the orcs were able to easily catch up with them. They're going to try to take down this farm, or this slaughterhouse, but probably will not be able to alone. Another battalion of Gondor soldiers running past looking for another slaughterhouse to take down. This engagement over here looks like some Creebane were summoned in by Endorfin here, and that was able to debuff the troops of Zofis there, and that will help Endorfin win the game there, or win the fight there. However, these Gondor soldiers by MFC did manage to find a slaughterhouse and are not going to be engaged, as these orc warriors are going to be very busy taking out this battalion of Gondor soldiers that's still alive at this point. Just managed to die right there. These Gondor soldiers look like they're probably going to be able to take out this slaughterhouses there. Now most of their units are out of range of these fortress there. A battle tower now coming out for Angmar and Zofis. the debuff from the Creepbane is still there. A very powerful debuff as they can be moved around in case the units that you're debuffing are dead, or if you need to move to a different part of the battlefield. And actually some Haradrim Lancers now out from a level 2 Haradrim Palace. I did not notice that. I might have seen it, but I did not pay attention to that. And they're not going to be able to clean up those Gondor soldiers there and save that slaughterhouse. A level 2 Orc Pit now. We could see the banner carriers and the black orcs come out for Kurohige there. It looks like this Wildman attacked by Endorfin is going to be fended off by Zofis, but there's going to be 2 more going in the back. And actually, it looks like the clan setting has been upgraded to level 2, and the Wildman axe throwers are now out. A very powerful ranged unit, and now a Warg Rider out of a level 2 Warg Pit out for Endorfin. And these Boromir and these Rohan Spearmen are going to be completely surrounded by these orcs. There will be a rally call going down on them. I'm not sure if that's going to be able to help them survive, though. That's quite a lot of orcs there. More Rohan peasants coming out, or Rohan Spearmen. But now 2 battalions of Haradrim Lancers now circling around the back of MFC's base there, and they're going to look to get some very good farm kills there, eco kills. Now, a lot of Rudar here. It'll be good to see Hwaldar come out of the fortress for... What is this? Can't click on it, but it won't. I can select it. It would be good to see a Hwaldar come out for Zofis, is that he provides buff on all Rudar units there. It is not, however, it is not a buff on all units by the Thralls, so the Wolf Riders and the Gundabad Warriors would not benefit from that, so you'd have to go for the Pikemen, the Rudar Spearmen, and the Rudar Axars. 2 Warg Rider packs now out, so it looks like it's going to be flanking across the map there with his Warg Riders there. Engagement over here, some Orc Archers and Orc soldiers there. Actually, it looks like there were some black orcs there that I saw. Yeah, there are some black orcs. They are not level 2 though, so they don't have the bloodthirsty ability, or bloodlust, the coding says. These Gondor or Rohan Spearmen are going to go down, as Boromir is level 3, he has to use his horn. The Cav now in from MFC, he's going to get a good trample there, but he's going to stop in the middle of the battalion and start taking a lot of flanking damage there. The Rudar army from Zofis now in full retreat. There's a Thrall Master here who has not summoned in any Thralls there. That's kind of odd. But now this Wildman army here from, Endorfin is going to take on that forward farm there. They're going to look to take out more than which one. Actually, there was a single Wildman banner carry there from Isengard, and he's going to start regenerating, and that is going to be quite useful. More Wildmen, another Wildman horde coming in. Might want to maybe tech up. I did see earlier there was a Siegeworks out for Kurohige. He's not upgraded to level 2, so he's only have access to rams there. Lots of black orcs now out for Kurohige, as well as some Easterlings. The Orc Archers, they're trying to do some damage to these Gondor soldiers, but they're going to start getting attacked by the Warglare from the outpost, or the Single Fire Guard. Gothmog now for, Gothmog out for Kurohige. He's going to run through some pikes, but he is very low health. He will manage to get away though there. Now a large amount of units here for, Endorfin. He has 2 armies, full armies of the Wildmen harass, each with 2 battalions of axe throwers and 3 battalions of the Wildmen. This one actually with 4 or 5 battalions of the 3 axemen and 3 Wildmen, as 2 of them are regenning. Quite a large army here from Kurohige. He's got some black orcs there, some Easterlings, some Orc Archers, a lot of orcs, some more black orcs. Is he taking his siege up to level 2? He is. He wants the catapults. Let's take a look at the PowerPoints over here. It's a kind of a standstill for a second. I say standstill for a second. Looks like Zofis has gone for the Snowbind start. 300 and 220 out of 475. And actually, I heard a Mordor out for Zofis instead of a Hwaldar. Not maybe what I would have gone for, but he's still quite useful. Because he does provide a debuff, and you want to go with debuffs when you're Angmar. The Rally Call and a heals 2 5s actually out for MFC. 150 and 285 out of 550. Kurohige has a tainted land and air volley, so 5 and a 10. 1 power point, 851 and 459 out of 625. And you got Creebane purchased at level 5 for Endorfin. 10 power points now, 618 out of 625 there. So it looks like the southern team the team's power points are kind of diagonally spread. Now in engagement here, some cavalry out here for, MFC there. I say excuse me a lot, and y'all have mentioned that, and I keep saying it, even though I keep noticing it. Wildman summon now out for, excuse me. There we go again, say excuse me there. A Wildman summon now out for Endorfin. He's going to start looking to maybe work on this Hall of King's Men, the first one that went up, I believe. Or I believe the second one, actually. The Warg Riders now coming in to do some eco damage in the back with a Howl. This actually could look like it could be over quite quickly, as Mordor is taking damage from the Axe Throwers. He's on the run. His debuff, he is level 3, so he has this red visage, his red visage. His debuff, he has his debuff. Some Athenian Rangers now from the archery range that I did not see go up. I had not paying much attention to the production structures of each unit, or excuse me, of each team. Athenian Rangers and Boromir and the Rohan Spearmen actually the only units to survive, but Catapult's now out for Kurohige. He does not have an aggressive and has not auto-casted launch skulls. He may not want to do launch skulls if he so chooses, but aggressive stance is the best because, or it's a good choice because it will be able to do more damage. These Wildman army is going to take on both of Zofis' production structures, and it looks like this could be GG maybe for Zofis, as enough Wildmen here might be able to just take out the fort there. A builder there, it looks like he might go down there. Fort is taking minuscule damage, it would seem, but those Axe Throwers are doing enough damage there. The Warg Riders are going to get picked off by Zofis' Morgmer there, and that is going to give him up to level 4 there. He's going to look to come back and start doing some damage to this fort. The fort is now it took a lot of damage there. I'm not sure what happened there. It just shrunk and it took a lot of damage. It's now at almost half health, and I believe it's going to go down there. Morgmer now taking all those axe throws from the Wildman axe throwers, and he's probably going to go down there. He is now training back into battle, and it looks like he might just die there. Now engagement on the east side. You got Gothmog in the back there. He does not have Carnage back, and he is only half health, but the catapult in the back is going to start doing damage. Rohirrim now out for MFC, as well as a Faramir. However, the Horde here is going to be able to mop up all the meat shields for the Rangers and Faramir. The cavalry from MFC is going to run right into some Easterlings as they are microed through that Horde there. And actually, that is going to be the fort of Zofis there. And this is actually, looking like it might just be the end of Zofis. He does have a structure, however, in the back of Kurohige's base, a Hall of Warriors there. His Mordor did manage to survive, actually, so that is good for him as his fortress is down. And if his fortress is down, he is not going to be able to get his heroes back for quite a while. At least until he gets his fortress up, and then he's going to have to purchase him again. Boromir actually looks like he's going to go down there, giving Gothmog up to level 5 there, giving him leadership. The Day of the Orc, all orcs near Gothmog gain leadership, as well as the Iron Hand, which means all fear from, which means Boromir is no longer going to be able to cause fear in the armies of Kurohige. The Wildman army here from Zofis, or excuse me, Endorfin, now has the ballistas in there, and he is. That is probably what I was missing there. What took out quite a large chunk of the fortress's health. I did not see the ballistas come in, or the bolts come in, but they were back there. More Wildmen. It looks like he's going all in with a Wildman today instead of not transitioning to any Urk pits there. But a level 2 siege works out now out for Endorfin. It looks like Kurohige is actually maybe winning on his side, but as his ally is down, he's going to start being flanked on the western side of his base there. More Warg Riders for Endorfin here. They're going to look to maybe get a really good triple here, as there are no Easterlings at all in this army. The Black Orcs are a very tanky unit, and they're only going to still have half health there. It looks like one of their own catapult fires there, apart from one of their own catapults. But basically, Kurohige is now transitioning full into Black Orcs. No regular Orcs. A very good choice there. They're expensive. Actually, there's a builder there by Zofis there trying to sneak around. Does he have enough money to build another fort? He does not, and neither does his ally have enough to fund him. However, Zofis is going to build some farms over there so he can start building his ego back up. And as he is on the north side of the map there, the south side, or north side of that passes there, the south side is where Endorfin is going to cross over, and he's going to miss that entirely. The 3 ballistas are going to move in, and arrow volley, very, very well placed by Kurohige there. They're going to take out pretty much all of that Wildman army by Endorfin there. I'm getting these names really mixed up. Those ballistas may be targeting the wrong structure, as 3 of them in an aggressive stance. Are they in aggressive stance? They are. 3 of them in aggressive stance could do some high damage to that fort there. But the catapult there is going to be able to take out 2 of them, and the Wildman and Morgmer are going to be able to finish up the rest. Now MFC with a massive army here. Got 3 battalions of Athenian Rangers, 2 Gunner soldiers of Rohirrim, Faramir, and Boromir. Boromir is back out. Level 3 Rangers, actually. It looks like, I believe Kurohige, or excuse me, MFC is command point capped. And these wildmen are going to find this mill over here. I'm not sure what's going on there. See, like that, I couldn't click on it a second ago, but now I can. Maybe a bug. Pre-Bane are going to go down as the Haradrim archers and the archer tower are going to take it out. Morgmir not full health, almost level 5 there. A drum patrol out for Kurohige there, providing leadership to all troops nearby him, as well as fear. However, well, actually, that is correct. There is no fear immunity that I know of at the moment on this side of the map. If I remember correctly, Saruman does provide immunity to fear from Isengard, but there is no Saruman on the field. Gothmog coming close to level 6 there. No power as he gets to level 6. And there's going to be some Wildman Axe Throwers, 2 battalions coming out, or the Hollow Warriors there. See, again, I can't click on it. I'm not sure what that bug is, but the Rudar Axe Thrower is out for Zofis there. Going to look to help maybe push on MFC and maybe take out his fort. If he can get a good engagement here and take the victory there, he can maybe take the victory here. The Horn of Gondor goes down for Boromir, but that Horn of Gondor is not going to be effective as the Gothmog has the Iron Hand and will provide fear resist. And a rock drop now going down on the entire army from MFC can take it out entirely. There is quite a large army of Wildmen with torches over here in the west, but there is a Morgmir to help deal with them. And so with some Wildmen Axe Throwers as a help, 2 drummer trolls, the name escaped me, lots of Black Orcs. This might actually be able to get the fort of MFC here. And if MFC's fort goes down, this is going to be a crossways victory. As Endorfin's going to win on his side, but his ally's going to lose on his side. There is a large army still here. Actually, a siege works is going up where Zofis' old base used to be. There's more ballistas coming in. The ballista is not in battle stance or aggressive stance quite yet. The builder once again going back over here. I'm not sure. Is that his last building? Actually, look at the minimap. It does not show that building register on the minimap at all there. That builder is going to fall as it walks right into the middle of the Wildman army there. The Saruman actually now out. I did not see him or hear him. But Saruman now out for Endorfin. Level 1 has not seen any engagement. However, that is actually going to be the fort. I was correct. There is going to be the fort there for MFC going down by that massive army there. And the catapults, it's all going to be taken out. And it looks like actually MFC might just lose all of his. There is going to be Wildmen and some. Maybe they will be able to retain these buildings here. The Wildmen summon and the cavalry from MFC, the Wildmen summon from Endorfin, and the cavalry from MFC are going to be able to mop up any infantry units, and then the cav and the heroes as well as the pikemen are going to work on taking out those catapults there. Morgmir for Zofis now in retreat, but he is in hold ground stance, and in version 0.7, all heroes have speed their stances give them speed boosts. There is a hold ground stance reduces your speed, or is it aggressive stance increases your speed, and he's going to die there. Saruman now working on the builder right here. The ballistas, 2 of them now working on the fort for Kurohige. Am I remembering that right? Kurohige. I was thinking Kurohige. An engagement here. The Tailwind now going down for Endorfin. Another Boromir's Horn of Gondor. I did not see any. Yeah, there was no Gothmog over there, and so that Horn of Gondor will be effective. An attack troll now out for Kurohige. Kurohige is a level 2 Orc Pit, a level 3 Haradrim Palace, and a level 3 Cave Troll. His siege works did get taken out, I believe, there. The fort for Kurohige is about to go down here. It is going to go down. They are not going to be able to take out these ballistas in time, and that is going to be the fort of Kurohige here. And the North team has lost both of their fortresses, however, the South team has lost one of theirs. MFC does have his builder there. I don't know if he has another builder. He does have another builder. He built an emergency building in his allies' base. And I do believe, actually, that Zofis was defeated there. They managed to take out his, maybe he deleted his structure. His Hollow Warriors there was taken out as he had no builder left. There is a level 2 battalion of Wildmen with torches on them in the back of Kurohige's base. They could maybe work down some of these farms here. Kind of like that, actually, the haystacks right there. Army from Kurohige, though, looking to maybe do a counteroffensive, take out MFC entirely here. Gothmog in there, his half health, he does have Carnage back. MFC army is actually retreating away from his base and going back into his allies' base. And this is actually going to be, in the long run, a mistake, as there's going to be a large army here. quite easily trampleable actually from Kurohige, moving in to try and take out all these high-level structures. Level 3 archery range and level 2 stables there. The level 3 farm and level 3 archery range aren't going to be able to fire on the units, but I believe all these buildings here are going to eventually go down. It looks like that MFC is going to completely start building in his base, a completely new base there. So this is going to be a 1v2 here. As Zofis is out, but MFC is going to be back in the game. With that last building there, that's going to be all of MFC's original production structures there. He's going to delete that level 3 farm before his opponent can get the power points and experience off of it. But with that building went down, Kurohige knows that MFC has another production structure out there, which means he has another builder out. And it looks like he's actually going to begin to retreat. However, not before taking damage from this level 3 farm that's still alive. You might want to take that out, as that is going to be giving MFC a lot of resources. Another farm down here in the south that's almost level 2. However, it is right up against the edge of the map, so it's not going to get. It's going to get maybe 60%. If we're lucky there, 60% possibility. Another Hall of Warriors going, Hardened Palace going up, as these Wildmen here are going to actually come in from the back here, or not actually those ones. When they come in from the back, they're going to take out this level 3 Hardened Palace there, stop the fire arrows and the Hardened Archers, but they are going to be stopped there. And MFC now with quite large force there, 4 battalions of Athelian Rangers there, all 4 with fire arrows, as well as Rohan. His ally up in the north is actually going for mines there. He's going for something cheeky there. He's got 3 berserkers out, 2 of them with their torches lit. Some wildmen there. No wildmen axors. The third one's going to be lighting his torch there. Kurohige is maybe looking to... Maybe he sees this over here? I'm not sure if he does. Another mine actually already going in. He's going in a little bit too early though. He does not have his... Excuse me, he does not have his other mine in place. However, there is no fort, so it may be able to take out any buildings quickly enough. And actually, he does see this fort here. And he's going to be able to take that out really quickly. As Kurohige has no units in the area to be able to take it out. The builder now down actually for MFC. And he still has one more builder, but that is going to be a blow, as he is only going to have to protect that builder with his life if he wants to stay in this game. Cavalry coming in for MFC. They're here. We're going to get a good trample and keep running through. There's no Easterlings at all in this army there. All those Rangers are going to start working things down, and actually, Kurohige might lose his Gothmog here. I believe his Gothmog is in this area. Or actually, I think his Gothmog might have died earlier, because I do not see it at all on the minimap. This army here from the mine was successful, and the army of Wildmen is going to start working on this, I believe, the last unit producing structure for Kurohige there, and that's going to be GG. I did not really actually take much time to pay attention to PowerPoints there during that game, as there was just a lot of back and forth going on, not very much standstill. But it was great to cast the 2v2. It was a very wonderful game. Lots of fun. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this 2 versus 2 cast. I might do a lot more 2 versus 2 in the future, and 1 versus 1. As Excelsior would say, the time of the 4v4 is over. The time of the 1v1 has come. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.